You're listening to Entrepreneur's Enigma, a podcast about the ups and downs of the entrepreneurial journey. Every week, your host Seth Goldstein interviews entrepreneurs from all walks of life about their entrepreneurial journeys. From store owners to Fortune 500 CEOs, we all have stories to tell. So sit back and join us for the next 20 or so minutes while we explore the entrepreneurial world.
Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of the Entrepreneur's Enigma podcast. I'm, as always, your host, Seth, with Podcast Mastery and Goldstein Media. Today I have Nicholette Hemingway, owner of Nike H Speaks LLC. She is the owner-operator of that company, which I just said, so we'll go with that, which provides career coaching services. In addition to these services, she provides interview preparation, training, and resume writing tips and training, along with document and letter writing, women's leadership training, and administration of public health programs. So Nicolette does a lot of stuff. She has more than 20 years of experience being on interview panels at the city, county, and state and federal government levels, and you help bring that to people and make them successful. So how are you doing today?
I am doing great, Seth. How are you?
Great. We were talking about the weather. I mean, this is not going to come out for another month, but right now it's the beginning of March and it's 80 down where she's in Georgia. It's 40 up here in Philly, and it is going to get warmer. So hopefully no more snow is what I'm hoping for.
Oh, yes. No more snow. No more snow.
I love it, love it, love it. So how did this all get started? What is the origin story, my friend?
Oh, wow. Well, thank you, Seth, for your invitation. It got started with me. I was my very first customer.
That's best kind. Yeah, fill a need.
Yes, it started with me being a senior in college. I had an interview with a local bank. A few days after that interview, the interviewer called me and told me I didn't get the job. She said I was dressed professionally, but I had problems answering common interview questions.
Uh-oh.
So
Yeah.
that started, my heart dropped. I felt like a failure. I felt incompetent. I was also stressed.
Your own worst critic. That's how it
Yes,
always is.
yes. So that started my quest to learn as much as I could about interviewing and resume writing. So when I was in college, there was no World Wide Web. So I had to physically go into the university's library and look at those books, make copies of those books because they were
Or
reference
Michael
books back
Fitch,
then.
yeah.
Yes. So that started my journey. I started to do really well where family members and friends, even colleagues, were asking me, "Hey, can you do my resume? Hey, I got
They
an
found
interview."
you, yeah.
Yes. So this is, like I said, me being my first customer, and it just evolved to where I started a business.
Yeah. So how has Nike H Speaks how long has that been in fruition?
It has been in fruition. It'll be 5 years in May.
Ooh,
So
you
I
made it
was
past
doing
the
it for
5-year
free.
hump.
I know, I
That's
was doing it for free for years, and then
yeah.
it was like, "Okay, you need
Why am
to
I doing
do."
this for free? What the heck?
Yeah.
Why am I doing? I'm too nice.
Yes, and it was like, "You need to get paid for your expertise, for your
Yeah,
knowledge."
absolutely. And so you help predominantly women, or do you help all genders?
I help all genders. I actually have a client now who is in IT, but he hasn't been able to break into that field. So I'm helping him
Oh
in
wow.
terms of assessing his skills and also doing some mock interviews to see if he's prepared.
Oh, that's awesome. And do you only do it in person, or do you do remotely, or
I do it remotely. Now, the workshops, most of those I
yeah?
do in person,
Yeah, more
but
personal. Yeah.
yes, with technology nowadays, you can meet someone anywhere.
It's awesome. Look at us. I'm talking to you. I'm in Philly. You're in Georgia. Uh,
Yes.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yes.
So before Nike H Speaks started, what were you up to? Were you the corporate world? What was that?
I've worked in every phase of government. Before
Oh,
then, I
wow.
was working in
Thank
the
you for your
federal government.
service. You should reserve that for
Thank
veterans, but surviving
Yes.
government, geez, whew.
Yes, I was in the federal arena, and my background is in public health.
Oh,
So
wow.
I was in the public health arena for a good 25 years
Oof.
until,
Yeah.
yes, I decided to, okay, let's retire. And then I really had a passion for helping people be
Mhm.
competent and confident in how they presented themselves, whether it's, an interview or if you have a potential client. So this
Let's be
is
honest, when you
how.
retired, you were bored too.
Yes. I
Let's be
was
honest.
Gigi to Michael, so I have a grandson, so I was
Oh.
Gigi with him,
But
and
that can only
then,
fill
like.
so much. That can, I mean, grandkids fill your soul,
Yes,
but you need to fill the business side of the soul, that kind of
yes,
stuff.
need to, communicate with adults.
We're gonna take a quick break, hear from our sponsors, and get right back to the show.
So,
Yeah, how old's your grandkid now?
he will be 13 the end of this month,
Oh, but
so.
you have the best. You have the best time because you can get them all sugared up and then hand them back to the parents.
Oh, yes, I love it where I can spend time with him. I went home to South Carolina last weekend, so
Oh,
I had him for, like, 3 days, and it's like, "Oh, you need to go back to your mom.
he's like, do I
Bye."
have to?
I know he really doesn't like to go, but
He's
I'm
like, I
like,
want to hang out
"Hey."
with you more. Exactly.
Yes, I'm like, "You got to go to school tomorrow, and I got to go back to Georgia." So,
Oh
it's
man,
a
yeah, I have a
great.
13-year-old son, and they're a trip because
Yes.
they don't know their head from their backsides at this age. They really don't know what the hell is going on.
No, I call him my dad/grandson because 'cause he'll be like, "Well, Gigi," and I'm just like, "Really?" Yeah, some of
Did
the
you
things
just
they
dad
say.
me? Exactly. That's fun. So in your mind, because you did corporate, you mean corporate, I mean, you've done government, let's be honest, which is more corporate than corporate. I mean, it's like
Yes,
you talk about bureaucracy. It's the definition of bureaucracy. So there you go.
yes.
So you've done government. What is the best thing in your mind about being an entrepreneur that gets paid?
It is the freedom of setting my own schedule, the
Yeah.
freedom of choosing my clients because I don't have to take everyone on. I'm not a good fit for everyone, and they're not a good fit for me. And
And
people
knowing
think,
that's half the
"Oh,
battle. Yeah.
a client is a client." It's like, no. When you work for, government or corporate, you don't have any choice about who you
Mhm.
serve.
Yeah.
But being an entrepreneur, you have that freedom, you have that choice. So those are the 2 best things
Love
I
it.
love about it.
Oh, it's fantastic. And on the other side of the coin, what keeps you up at night?
Um, gosh, do I have enough clients? Am I giving
Mm,
it my best, my all? Are they really going to implement what we've talked about over the course of
mhm.
coaching or in the course of a workshop?
Yeah, are they wasting their time and not following what you know is gonna work for them? That's kinda key.
Yes.
You know it's gonna work, they just have to listen to you, and not
Yes.
"Yes, ma'am," not mess "Yes, ma'am," yeah. You don't wanna do that. So what is the
No.
most important thing to carry with you all the time? This can be as woo-woo as you wanna get, or as literal.
Um, Confidence in myself, confidence in my
Mhm.
abilities, my skills, my talents. I know who I am, and I
Good.
know what I'm bringing to the table, so that goes with me everywhere I go.
I love it, I love it. What would you tell your young self that got rejected from the bank now? That's
Ooh, I thought about that. Be prepared.
that's kinda key, yeah.
Because I really wasn't prepared. I'm just thinking, "Oh, interview," and you're in college, interview at
Yeah.
different places you work at or internship or something, and you just go in there and wing it. I would tell, my senior college self, prepare. No common
Mm,
interview questions because I think we're probably around the same age, Seth, where, like I said, World Wide Web wasn't going on then, and our
yeah.
college did not have like a career
No.
services where, you could get help with your resume, you could get help with interview prep. We didn't have that. And
I think we
so,
just started at Delaware having that when I was
see,
there. Yeah.
And we didn't
And
even
I
have it.
didn't use it because I didn't think to use it.
We didn't even have it. The only way you could get those kind of services were you were alumni and you paid to
Oh,
be in the alumni association. So
yeah.
we didn't have it. So
Wow.
preparation, that
Yeah.
is what I would tell my young self.
Love it, love it, love it. So where's your watering hole online? Where do you hang out the most? Or where can people find out who you are and what you're about? Besides
Uh,
obviously your website, but you know.
Right. I hang out a lot on LinkedIn. That's like my number one. Also,
Yeah.
I'm on IG and Facebook.
You'll be
So
everywhere,
those are
yeah.
my hangout spots.
Love it. Nicolette, thank you so much for being on the show. It's been so much fun.
Well, thank you, Seth. I enjoyed the conversation. I enjoyed the company, and this has
Yeah.
been a pleasure.
Awesome. And we'll see everyone next week.
That was a great show. If you're enjoying Entrepreneur's Enigma, please consider giving us a review in the podcast directory of your choice. Every review helps us reach new listeners. If you like Entrepreneur's Enigma, consider the other shows on the Marketing Podcast Network at marketingpodcast.net.